With the launch of Counter-Strike 2 set for the summer of 2023, it's predicted to be a large influx of new players who may be confused by the lingo and terminology commonly used by pre-existing Counter-Strike players. Due to the game having been around for so long, the terminology is not likely to change anytime soon, so you'll have to learn it.
As a result, we decided to create this short guide to the most basic callouts and information to help get you started. T-spawn. T-spawn references the area of the map that the terrorists spawn in and buy guns and utility.
CT spawn. Similarly to T-spawn, CT spawn references the area of the map that the counter-terrorists spawn in and buy their guns and utility. It's worth noting, however, that each team cannot buy in each other's spawn point.
Full buy. A full buy means to buy your armour, a premium weapon such as an AK-47 or M4, as well as your utility and grenades.
Force buy. A force buy is where you don't have enough money for a full buy, but you invest all your money into buying the best weaponry and armour available to you at that time.
Eco. An eco round is where you buy as little as possible, usually with the intention of being able to full buy the following round. Full save. A full save is where you don't buy anything at all and is intended to be used as a throwaway round while you save money for a full buy the following round. Goosh. A goosh is what we call headshotting somebody without head armour, as the head makes a squishy goosh sound.
Dink. A dink is what we call headshotting somebody with head armour, indicating by sparks that fly off the helmet and the loud dink noise that can be heard. Wallbang. A wallbang is, simply put, shooting somebody through a wall, object, or other surface. Some surfaces are more wallbangable than others, but it all depends on the material of the surface.
Prefire. This refers to shooting a position before you reach it. This is because it is a commonly used position. You may have heard an enemy, or you may have seen them run there, and so it gives you the element of surprise and gives the enemy a minimal amount of time to react, often resulting in a kill. Jiggle-Peek. A Jiggle-Peek is when you expose as little of your body as possible, but just enough to see the area you're trying to clear. By jiggling, you make yourself harder to hit, while still getting the information of an enemy's potential whereabouts.
Wide peek. A wide peek is where you peek out wider than the enemy's crosshair, causing them to have to flick to you, giving you a few extra milliseconds to shoot them first. It's a risky strategy, as the better the player, the more likely they are to kill you, but can be very effective at dealing with snipers holding tight angles. Ace. An ace is where you kill all 5 of the enemy team in one round. Usually, if you call "let me ace," the rest of the team will hang back and let you get the 5th and final kill. If they don't, they're assholes. Boost. If a player calls for a boost, then they either want you to boost on their head, or stand on your head to reach an area of a higher elevation. A boost can only consist of 2 people, because if a third person joins, they will simply slide off the top player's head.
Save. A save is usually called if there is a very slim chance of you winning the round, and instead opt to save your weapons and armour for the next round. Typically, this is done if your team is low on money and cannot afford to buy fully in the next round. Clutch. A clutch is when you try to win the round as the last person standing on your team.
Crossfire. A crossfire is when you and another teammate are set up in such a way that you can both have the same angle from 2 different positions, making it difficult for the enemy to kill you both at the same time. Typically, this is done around tighter chokeholds.
Plant default. Planting default is referring to planting the bomb in the most common spot. This is usually the safest spot and is often referred to as planting safe. Rush. A rush refers to pushing an area of the map as quick as possible and will usually be done with weapons that favour a more run-and-gun playstyle, such as an SMG or Tech 9. It is recommended to rush with at least 1 or 2 other teammates for a more favourable outcome.
Long. Long usually refers to any long straight area of a map, such as in this example, this whole area is Long Aeon Overpass. It will also typically be suffixed with the letter of the bomb site it attaches to.
Short. Short usually refers to the shortest and quickest route into the bomb site, normally favouring closer range angles and tighter corners with more cover.
Connector. Unless specified otherwise, connector will usually be the quickest route that connects 2 bomb sites to each other and allow for quick rotates around the map.
Heaven. Heaven usually refers to any elevated area of a map.
Hell. Hell is usually the space immediately below heaven.